I think there's always somebody in the crowd, you know, you kind of try to have this juxtaposition of, like, you go from playing Forever After All, and there's some people that are like totally barfing while you're playing that song because they just got broken up with, and then you're able to get on stage and hit them with, you know, Cold As You, Beer Never Broke My Heart, songs like that, man. So we try to have a little bit of something for everybody in the crowd. Hi, I'm Luke Combs, and this is the hit story of my song, Cold As You.
Drinking beer almost as cold as you.
A friend of mine, Shane Miner, had come up with this idea, and I was having some people over to write. Randy Montana and Jonathan Singleton had come down, and they said, hey, our buddy Shane had started this idea called Cold As You. Obviously fell in love with, you know, what they had of the tune up to that point. Me and Jonathan and Randy sat down and we wrote the verses to that tune and about half the chorus. When we wrote this song, it was like, here's exactly what we're going for, here's exactly what we're doing. So to be able to go in the studio already having that direction on this song, I think was a huge benefit. It kind of went off without a hitch. I mean, I hate to sound lame saying that, but that's, you know, that's the ideal scenario for a song like this. Is we had a lot of fun, you know, coming up with the verses. And this is one of those songs that we could have wrote 50 verses to, I think, and just had a good time while we were doing it. I'm a big fiddle guy. I do love it quite a bit. So we wanted to have that twang in there. Fiddle to me has this high-pitched resonance that puts some like tension in a good way in any song. We try to put as much color in there as possible, you know, make people feel like they're there every chance we get. So I like to think that we did that with this one. I like to think we try to do that with every song that we write, and just happy that people love it, that's all.
A bunch of good time numbers on the stall door. A picture of you on the dartboard.
Picture of you on the dartboard is probably my favorite line in this one. It's about a scorned lover, to say the least, man. He's going to the bar and drowning his troubles, man. I think that's you know, a tale as old as country music time. There's a ton of Easter eggs, I guess they like to call them, in this video, and so it kind of harkens back to every video that we've done up to this point. So there's cameos from the couple in the Hurricane video, the girl in the One Number Away video, you know, some of my friends from high school are snuck in there, and my mom's in there. So it's kind of everything that we've done from a visual standpoint over the last couple of years, and kind of put into this video, which I thought was really neat. That is actually me recording the song in the studio about a year ago now. It's crazy, it feels like a lot longer than that. But yes, that is me cutting the vocals on that tune. I mean, I think once it is a hit, you know, I think you have a good idea when you sit down and write something, but you can never really know until, you know, the fans get their hands on it and you see what they're engaging with and what they like. I think, you know, they always have the final say. If you try to force something on them, it doesn't really work, in my opinion. Getting to play that tune, we have been opening the show with it this summer, and it was a really good high energy start to the show, and people seem to love it, so that's all we can ask for.